Hello, my name is Stuart Graham. I'm an independent insurance advisor. I'm the owner of Graham Life Services. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Part D of Medicare, which is also called a Medicare Prescription Drug Plan. We will discuss how a standard prescription drug plan functions so that when you're looking for the right prescription drug plan, you know exactly what you are looking at. Prescription drug plans are standardized and regulated by Medicare. They all have the same general structure with the same 4 basic phases. It doesn't matter whether this plan is attached to a Medicare Advantage plan or if it's a standalone prescription drug plan that you will pair with a Medicare supplement plan. They function exactly the same. Let's look at the standard prescription drug plan and its phases. Phase 1. Phase 1 is the deductible phase. Not all prescription drug plans have a deductible, but many of them do. And in this phase, you must pay a certain dollar amount towards your medications before your plan pays any money. The deductible could be up to several $100s for the calendar year, and it starts over every year in January. Once you have paid the deductible, you move into Phase 2. Phase 2 is called the initial coverage limit. During this time, you will pay your standard copayment for each medication based on what tier that medication falls in as outlined in the plan's summary of benefits and the plan's formulary. Most plans have 5 tiers. The lower the tier means the medication is more common and less expensive for you and for the plan. The higher the tier means the medication is the least common and it's a lot more expensive for you and it's a lot more expensive for your plan. Copays for the various tiers may be anywhere from a few dollars to a few $100s depending on the medication that you take. Most of the common medications are going to be pretty inexpensive, but special brand name drugs and cancer drugs can be very expensive. So during this initial coverage limit phase, you pay your copay and the plan pays the rest. The initial coverage limit for all prescription drug plans in 2017 is $3,700. Once your total medicine cost for the year equals $3,700, you will go into the coverage gap. Let me explain a little bit further. Let's say that you get a medication that the real cost is $100. Your copay is $10 and your plan pays the other $90. Well, what counts towards your initial coverage limit for the year is the real cost of the medicine, not just what you pay. So this one medication in this example would be $1,200 towards your $3,700 initial coverage limit for the year. So you can see that just a couple of expensive medications can get you to your coverage limit pretty quickly. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, as I have very few people that actually reach the coverage limit each year. But it can happen faster than you think because it's the real cost of the medicine that counts, not just what you pay. So you have to pay really close attention to the medications that you take. After you and your plan combined have spent $3,700 towards your medications, you will enter into the third phase of all prescription drug plans. That phase is called the coverage gap, or not so affectionately called the donut hole. But what happens to your drug costs when you get in the coverage gap? Well, this is going to vary slightly from plan to plan, as some Part D plans have extra coverage in the gap. But in general, you will pay 51% of the cost for generic drugs and 40% of the cost for brand name drugs. Depending on the medications that you take, this can be a huge increase in your monthly expenses for your medications. Now, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, but here's the not so fun part. In order to get out of the coverage gap, you need to spend a total of $4,950 towards your medications for the year. The entire $4,950 is only counting the money out of your pocket and not what the plan spends as well. So this time, you don't get to count the real cost of the drug. You only get to count your portion of the cost. So once you get in the coverage gap, it is very difficult to get out of. And doing so will just about put you in the poorhouse. If you do get out of the coverage gap, you will go into the final phase of a prescription drug plan, and that's Phase 4, the catastrophic coverage phase. In the catastrophic coverage phase, generic medications will cost you $3.30 or 5%, whichever is greater. Brand name medications will cost you $8.25 or 5%, whichever is greater. You will be in the catastrophic coverage phase until January 1st of the following year. Then the phases will start all over again at the deductible phase if your plan has one. Well, those are the 4 phases of a Medicare prescription drug plan, whether it's attached to a Medicare Advantage plan or it's a standalone plan. If you need to find a standalone drug plan, there's a video that will take you step by step on how to find out what ones are available in your county. If you are leaning towards a Medicare Advantage plan, that plan will likely have a prescription drug plan attached to it, and you will have to take the drug plan that comes with the Medicare Advantage plan. You cannot have a standalone prescription drug plan and a Medicare Advantage plan at the same time. There is a video that will take you step by step on how to find out what Medicare Advantage plans are available in your county as well. So go watch that video after you've watched this one. I have also created a Medicare manual that is available to download for free on my website that will take you through it step by step of nearly every essential process you will encounter while making your Medicare coverage choices. So go check that out. I promise you it will help you out tremendously. Well, that does it for today. I hope that this video has been helpful and that you are more informed to make better decisions about your Medicare. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me by phone or email. I will be happy to assist you in any way that I can. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.